it? Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the bow.
Thinking back, what part of the process did you enjoy the most?
The crowds went totally wild when all of us stepped out of the tunnel and onto the field. Talk about a major adrenaline rush. It was just after camp, and Coach called me in to talk about the preseason games. I didn't think anything. It was the first of many moments that would eventually snowball into something much bigger.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5.
And he's still.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now right away, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Mahomes now on 1st down. A quick slant to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
First down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 37.
On the carry.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9 yards and a 1st down, Chiefs.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 37.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Kansas City.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Williams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Casey on the coverage.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Harrison Butker.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
It got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be A terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 21 at 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes
into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So, Charles, this the second week of action here in the preseason. It's a time where, talking heads like you and me start making our predictions for Super Bowl favorites in this upcoming campaign. And I tell you, there have been a good many folks who think that this team on offense right now has what it takes to lift that Lombardi trophy come February.
Yeah, and I don't think they've had to do a lot of extra time in the weight room in order to make sure they're able to lift that trophy. This team is flat out loaded, especially when you talk about the offense. Top to bottom, one of the best offenses in the league. They have...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
McCray set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCray set to kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
No! You gotta do a job, man!
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got him.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
KC's offense ready to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mahomes firing complete, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. from midfield. Here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Pass. Complete.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the flies. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very... And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down.
Now, you have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. As the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Fighting to stay upright. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Hardman on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On Travis Kelce, unable to pull it in. And it's 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelce. This time it's caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
This pass caught at the 4. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Jones. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Jones pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up third and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
From a yard out. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Well, it was third and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
On the return is Spencer. And he returns this to the 22.
Spencer on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. When they descend upon their prey, that's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, he'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's now 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
McCrane now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
41.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Looking deep for Jennings. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking Jennings' way again. That'll bring up 2nd down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gary Jennings, 40 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And 10 yards to go.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
In trouble, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant through...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. It's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
McCrane on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Operating from the gun, Jones pass. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Jones on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Curtis Weaver in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all. Because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.